from the mind of one of the most accomplished professional tournament bass anglers. Whether it's from the front deck of his bass boat or high up in a tree stand, Clark Wendlandt loves the Texas outdoors and wants to share it all with you.
You know, it's going to be an incredible adventure. I mean, I look forward to bringing the viewer what this awesome state has to offer, from great fishing to great hunting to a bunch of excitement. It ought to be really awesome. September 1st, opening day of dove season, to me is always one of the greatest days of the year. And the reason is, it's kind of the start of that fall season, the start of, you know, just thinking about deer season and, you know, just being in the field and kind of getting out of the doldrums of summer. We're down here in South Texas. We're going to be in a flight of white wings that's going to be unbelievable. Join us. Or number one. For me, I mean, the opening day of dove season is just something really, really special. I mean, it kind of signifies the start of hunting season. You got every single species that you want to hunt during the year to look forward to hunting, and dove season kind of starts it all off. It's usually a social hunting, a group of guys get out together. This field we got a bunch of people hunting. Wade's hunting, Sammy Nooner's hunting. I mean, we're all out here kind of rooting each other on, talking about dove hunting, and man, I mean, it just doesn't get better than this. He went farther than I wanted to. 2 for 2. Perfect. It doesn't get any better than this. I mean, they're flocking in. If you were just reloading your gun, you could shoot as many dove as you wanted to here. I mean, they just keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. We're just kind of taking our time, picking our shots. Awesome hunting. What I really like about dove hunting is just the fact that it's great to take kids hunting, family hunting. You can get out there and you can kind of show them what to do. I mean, really the way I learned how to dove hunt is just shoot a lot. I mean, hey, take a lot of shots. And one of the big keys you'll find in dove hunting is, and being able to make good shots, is kind of knowing how far that dove actually is from you. Because a lot of times when you actually get in the field, that dove will, you know, he may be a lot farther than you think he is, or he might be a little bit closer than you think he is. You just got to get out there and shoot. It's the only way to learn, is to get out there and make a lot of shots. And I mean, in a place like we're in right now, you can do it all day long. That's a Eurasian dove right there, and that's a different kind of dove. I've killed 3 white wings. His dog's fixing to get my dove. Come here, buddy. Hey, hey. That's all right, I'll get him in a minute. That was a Eurasian dove right there. Eurasian dove, you can kill all you want to kill. There's no limit on them. I gotta do less talking and more shooting right here. There's just nothing better than dove hunting. I mean, it's the start of the whole hunting fall season. September 1st, you kind of, I mean, it's still hot in Texas. I mean, we're wearing just t-shirts, but man, I mean, you know it's coming, and there's just something about dove hunting, just getting out, knowing that you're gonna get to do it. It's a social hunting. You can spend time together. I mean, there's groups of people in every direction talking, saying, hey, there's a bird. Awesome. Another one goes down. Here comes my dog. What those birds do in those sunflowers is they, you know, I've always hunted mourning dove my whole life, and what mourning dove will do is they get in those sunflowers and they get on the ground. They actually eat the sunflowers that fall out of these. What whitewing tend to do is they get on top of the stalk, and they actually, sometimes you'll see them, they'll actually be upside down on the stalk, and they just pick the actual sunflowers out. And it doesn't take them very long. I mean, what they do is they feed in the morning and they feed in the evening. It's about 7:30 right now, 8 o'clock. They've come in, they're in the middle of the field, and there's just thousands of them out there. And then they're gonna feed up, and then they're gonna fly out of the field, and when they do, they're gonna go to an area and rest. And in the afternoon, the whole process starts again. And so you can only kill one limit of dove a day. This will be my limit for today. It's in the morning, or you can hunt in the afternoon. But And I've always liked afternoon hunting better, but the first morning of the season, you gotta be out.
The Nooner Ranch offers arguably one of the best dove hunting experiences in the world. To book your next dove hunt, visit NoonerRanch.com. When Fishing and Hunting Texas returns, Clark sets his sights on some Texas quail. Fishing and Hunting Texas is brought to you in part by Cabela's, it's in your nature. Garmin, the power of simple. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time.
Sounds like a great trip.
Sure was.
Like what you see on Americana Outdoors? White-tailed deer, turkey, hog, and dove are just some of the great hunts you can experience at AmericanaOutdoors.com. You can view all of our recent episodes. Check it out at AmericanaOutdoors.com.
Smoked him. The Alaskan series cooler packs by Arctic Ice. Specifically designed to keep your food and drinks cold all day long without having to use ice and end up with a soggy lunch. The Alaskan series by Arctic Ice. Bitterly cold.
Engineered to excel, the Ranger Z500 and Z100 series are packed with advantages and exclusive features. Coupled with Evinrude E-Tech's power, performance, and 300 hours with no dealer schedule maintenance, the accelerated standards of the Ranger Z series are driven to dominate. From first light to last cast, they're put together to set you apart. Experience more with Evinrude E-Tech.
떠나진지. That's what's cuts.
Sahit Watila.
Aha.
Welcome back to Fishing and Hunting Texas with host Clark Wendlandt. Clark is wrapping up his dove hunt and heading over to Bracketville, Texas, where he's joining Garmin's Ted Gartner and Ted's hunting partner Chris Tymason on a Texas quail hunt.
You know, when I think of hunting Texas, one of the species I think of to hunt is quail. And the habitat is so good right now. And when I got the invite for this hunt, I knew that Ted Gardner from Garmin and his buddy Chris were going to be here, and Ted was going to bring his dogs. And I know Ted really well. I just know the passion he has, and there's just nothing funner than when you have the opportunity to hunt quails, to hunt behind some good dogs. And hunting Texas just wouldn't be complete without a great quail show.
We're gonna go chase down a alleged covey of quail along the road here that Clark saw. Be a good opportunity to stretch the dogs out and at least razz some guys. So
I'm gonna tell you something, Ted. I am so excited about this. I haven't had a serious quail hunt since I was a kid. I mean, I remember back in the day, you know, in Texas, kind of in the hill country, where we get out and hunt quail after we deer hunt or during deer season when we're there deer hunting, and we'd jump 15, 20 coveys a day. But it hadn't been that way in a long time, and this is just a great opportunity.
come on, big.
Jeez.
Right there, right there.
Okay, hold on.
Whoop.
Everybody stop here. I was right.
You were right.
Okay,
You were right.
I was
and
right.
I'm glad you were. Quail, I think, these days maybe gets the short end of the stick as far as hunting down here. It's all about whitetail and it's all about turkeys, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love hunting those too. But quail hunting, there's something about it that makes it a little bit unique. It's one of those things that I think kind of has a lot of mystique behind it, because not as many people have done it as they've done whitetail hunting or turkey hunting. Easy.
You know, I've hunted quail a lot, but it's been a long time, and I couldn't believe how quick these birds would come up. I mean, they would hold tight, But when they came up and when they exploded, if a covey exploded or if you had a single or a double, what they really, really did well in their favor was they flew low. When I shoot it, I'm gonna keep my eye on that bird. It doesn't matter if other birds are flying through the screen. I know there's more flying around, you know, but if you shoot that one, you take your eye off the one that you already dropped, you're gonna lose him.
There's a lot of this, isn't there? Whoop, 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 whoop. That's awesome.
I'll smoke that one. That was a poof of feathers there.
Come here. 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 Don't be chomping on those. Hey.
Thanks, Ted.
There you go, man.
That's awesome. Awesome deal right there. Man, it is crazy how many quail are down in South Texas right now. And when you look at the habitat and the areas that we hunted, I mean, it just seems totally like quail country. A lot of this country's been shredded, and so it knocks down a lot of that really, really tall brush. It makes the brush shorter, and then, you know, we've had rain, and the rain lets that grass grow, so you got ground cover, and it hides those birds from predators, and they just thrive this year. So this, to me, looks like ideal quail habitat. What do you really want when you're thinking quail?
Well, you need some good grass, and it's been a long time since this part of the earth has had some good grass, but they've got some really good grass. It's thick enough for nesting, that sort of thing, roosting, but there's also escape routes. You know, these quail like to run as much as they do fly. So they can do a lot of that in here. And they've also got some bigger trees to kind of hide under, that sort of stuff. So,
but when typically when you think quail habitat, you're thinking more brush. You're not thinking big mottes of timber. You're thinking brush and
right, exactly.
And little bushes they can get in, a lot of grass they can, where predators can't get to them very easily.
Yep, that's exactly right. You know, Dr. Dale Rollins is a big quail authority here in Texas, and he says you need some sort of woody cover within a softball throw. So you can see it, you can throw a softball and see some of this cover just about in any direction. It's perfect.
It's awesome.
Line him up, Vegas. Fetch it up.
You know, quail hunting's a dangerous form of hunting, really, because you just have no idea where that bird's going. You just got to be really, really cognizant of where everybody is. You keep that gun, the action open until you know there's birds there. You know, Chris might say, hey, Clark, where you at? I'd say, you know, he and I were the only ones that had guns, and we knew exactly where each other was at. And then we're just not going to swing that way. I mean, just dead sure not going to swing that way. And I just love hunting with experienced hunters. Chris and Ted have done this a lot. They're passionate about it. They love doing it. And to me, it's something that I've missed for many, many years. And when I can come together with guys that know what they're doing on a great place, that's what hunting Texas is all about.
Mr. Bob, nice little beautiful mask, black and white face, gorgeous bird. Didn't expect that.
More Texas quail fun when Fishing and Hunting Texas returns.
Hi, I'm Cabela's Pro Staffer Wade Middleton. Aquatic invasive species are threatening our lakes and rivers. We must act now or the results could be devastating. Visit Cabela's.com to learn more about how you can help stop the spread of aquatic hitchhikers.
The Arctic Ice Tundra Series, capable of keeping your food frozen all day long. The Tundra Series is a portable, safe, and reusable alternative ideally suited to replace dry ice. Keep your food as frozen as the Tundra with the Tundra Series from Arctic Ice.
What if there was a camera that went where you went and shot what you shot? An action camera so easy to use you can concentrate on your hunt, not the hunt for the record button. A camera that let you add dimensions to your video, like speed, altitude, or even your heart rate, just before you let it fly. Life, camera, action. The Verb Elite HD Action Camera from Garmin.
I've never shot a multicolored pig like that. It was just awesome. First pig with the crossbow. I am pumped and excited.
If you enjoy the outdoors, you're going to want to have a Bubba Blade by your side. Introducing the Bubba Blade Rhino, aka the stubby skinning knife.
Well, on this pig today, I used the Bubba Blade stubby, and I mean, that thing worked phenomenally.
We've shortened up the handle to 4 inches and put a razor-sharp 4-inch skinning blade on it to make the perfect skinning and gutting knife. You'll be able to work close in with ease. Like all Bubba blades, the knife features our patented handle that gets sticky when wet, so it won't slip out of your hand while you're working. Combined with our razor-sharp skinning blade, you have one kick-ass knife. Go online at bubbablade.com to order your Bubba blade today.
Like what you see on Americana Outdoors? Check out AmericanaOutdoors.com for the latest outdoor news. You can view all of our recent episodes and get all the info about our outdoor expeditions. Check it out at AmericanaOutdoors.com.
The Alaskan Series Cooler Packs by Arctic Ice. Specifically designed to keep your food and drinks cold all day long without having to use ice and end up with a soggy lunch. The Alaskan Series by Arctic Ice. Bitterly cold.
Fishing and Hunting Texas is brought to you in part by Arctic Ice. Preserve an Arctic refuge in your cooler. AmericanaOutdoors.com, your website for fishing and hunting news. And by Lucas Oil Marine Products, made in America, sold to the world. Welcome back to Fishing and Hunting Texas with host Clark Wendlandt. Clark is in Bracketville, Texas with Garmin's Ted Gartner and Chris Tymason, and they're having a great time watching the dogs work the Texas quail on their hunt.
You know, what's incredible for me is some of the technology. You know, technology and hunting, sometimes you kind of think, well, they don't really go together that well. But some of the setups that he has where Garmin is paired with Tritronics, who's an industry leader in collars and, you know, things that are needed in the hunting industry, they've paired those together, and when his dog goes on a point, he knows it immediately. I mean, as soon as that dog stops and locks up, he knows how far it is. And some of that brush is thick, you just can't tell exactly how far away the dog, you can't see the dog. Well, all of a sudden, the dog's 53 yards away and he's on point.
Right now we got a dog about 100 yards off to my right. And as he moves, the yardage moves and his direction moves as well. It's real slick. You know, you can call your dog back in, you know where they are, you know if they're behaving or not, and it makes hunting so much easier when you've got one of these.
You know, what we were doing, Ted and I were just walking along, and all of a sudden his little beeper goes off on his Garmin. And it signified a point. He said immediately, that's a point. I've never seen anything like that before. That was about the coolest thing. You know, you can't see that dog all the time. All of a sudden he stops, boom, he gets a little beep alert. He said Vegas is on point, looks at his screen, says, hey, he's right over here, we go over there. Dog's on point. That is cool.
You know, it knows where your dog is, and it knows if your dog is moving or stopped. And if it stops, it'll fire off a beep. It'll tell you how far away they are. You know, and the direction. So you can get straight to them. You know, nice thing is there are times when a dog will go on point and they're doing exactly what they should be doing and they're locked up. But if you don't know where they are, you might try to correct them and pull them off of a point, and that is not good.
That's not good for your dog.
Yeah. We're using the Garmin Alpha today, and it's Garmin's leading tracking and training system. So you can, it's an e-collar, so you can correct your dog if they need to be turned or something like that, either through electrostatic stimulation, or you can use a tone to recall them back, vibrate, and it's a GPS system as well. And what that tells you is where your dog is, how far away he is from you, what direction he's in, and whether he's running or he's stopped and on point. This brush is thick enough that if he gets out, you know, more than 40 or 50 yards, it's very likely you're not going to see that dog when he goes on point. All right, I'm going to walk through this. Clark, you got a shot?
I'm ready, yeah.
Coming in.
Good shot.
Nice shoot. Good dogs.
Good shot.
Come here. Come here. Good dog. Good dog. Point. Retrieve.
That was awesome.
It was fun. I mean, we had a good time, and I just love hunting with experienced hunters. Chris and Ted have done this a lot. They're passionate about it. They love doing it. And to me, It's something that I've missed for many, many years. And when I can come together with guys that know what they're doing on a great place, that's what hunting's all about. Getting in there and finding birds, letting the dog point them, and killing some with quality people is a lot of fun.
Oh, well done.
Dead bird. Hey, there was a bunch of them.
Yeah, there were.
Let's see if we can find some more. Ted, very knowledgeable. You know, he knows so much about not only the birds, but about his dogs. And I mean, I'm a dog person. I enjoy watching dogs work. I've trained labs and got several duck dogs over time. You know, I mean, to me, the hunt's just that much enhanced when you can watch a good dog get out there and do what he's trained to do, what he was bred to do. And that was just a real joy for me.
When Fishing and Hunting Texas returns, Clark gets his bird hunting put to a challenge.
With a great history in drag racing and now into the marine market, Lucas is proud to offer an ethanol treatment for a wide range of boat motors on the market today. Lucas Safeguard Ethanol Fuel Conditioner with Stabilizers was developed to specifically address issues associated with using ethanol-based fuels. Increase your mileage and performance with Lucas Oil High Performance products. Available at Cabela's.
For nearly 2 decades now, our team at Forever Last has never been more alive in the truth that we live hunting and fishing. The heartbeat, spirit, and tradition of the outdoors is what our company and all of our products are founded upon. Whether we're in the woods or on the water, you can rest assured we're working hard to invent new or improve other products to keep you at the forefront of your pursuit. Family, friends, and the great outdoors, it's who we are. Forever Last.
It's up to us, anglers, boaters, and other outdoor enthusiasts to take necessary steps to protect our lakes and rivers from non-native, harmful aquatic plants and animals. Visit Cabela's.com and learn more about the steps that you can take to help stop aquatic hitchhikers.
The Arctic Ice Tundra Series, capable of keeping your food frozen all day long. The Tundra Series is a portable, safe, and reusable alternative ideally suited to replace dry ice. Keep your food as frozen as the Tundra with the Tundra Series from Arctic Ice.
From bass and walleye to crappie in the great outdoors, you deserve more than old school aluminum. Experience the quality, performance, and fishability of a Ranger aluminum design. Coupled with Evinrude E-Tech's power, performance, and 300 hours with no dealer scheduled maintenance, these advanced designs from Ranger are engineered to excel and priced to be yours. Experience more with Evinrude E-Tech.
What if there was a camera that went where you went and shot what you shot? An action camera so easy to use you can concentrate on your hunt, not the hunt for the record button. A camera that let you add dimensions to your video, like speed, altitude, or even your heart rate, just before you let it fly. Life, camera, action. The Verb Elite HD Action Camera from Garmin.
Welcome back to Fishing and Hunting Texas with host Clark Wendlandt. Clark was put to the challenge this year as he was featured on a television series, Americana Outdoors. The rookies, Will Cooper and Cody Levy from Americana Outdoors, challenged the veterans, Clark Wendlandt and Bassmaster Touring Pro Jeff Reynolds, to a series of outdoor challenges, all of which ended poorly for the rookies. Now they're headed out to the field to go after some dove.
We're going to get out a little bit early. The boundary line is going to be from the pipeline back to the main camp here. To take off here, you got to be back here at 11:45. You've got 75 shells, alternate shot. Whoever's not shooting is obviously running the camera. The least amount of birds, with a little twist, is going to have to clean the guys with the most amount of birds for just a little fun addition into this, because nobody wants to clean anybody else's birds.
I'm the wild card in the event. Never used a camera in my life, but I'm pretty sure we're going to beat them anyway.
How you turn the power on the whole thing?
Oh my gosh, we're struggling.
The vets were slow to get out in the field, but the rookies were slow to retrieve their birds.
That's one right there, partner.
You know, as you look at this challenge right here, it's real interesting because alternate shot. really puts a lot of pressure on these guys. At this point, Clark's already shot 5 times, missed all 5 times. That's Cody's first shot, he stoned it. However, he took his eyes off the bird. They can't find the bird, so there's certain ramifications that come with that. So it's a very interesting scenario that's going on at this point here.
You know, to me, what dove hunting's all about is just really paying attention. It's what you do anytime you're in the outdoors. And we just pulled up to this area. It's an area that's been shredded. It's got a brush line and then another heavy brush line with a pond in the middle. Well, usually in the morning, it's not that they really want to go to water. Sometimes they'll go after gravel. Sometimes they're going to go feed. But basically, they like moving on edges. And there's a great tree line right here. We saw 6 dove already fly right down it. We're going to see if we can give it a whirl.
Sure. Get him. That's what I'm talking about.
Just smoked one. About to go ruffle some feathers.
Will has got the gun right now. It's 11 o'clock, and we need some more dove. I think Clark and Jeff have missed quite a few, but they've also hit quite a few more than us. So we got 45 minutes. We can get it done.
Smoked him. Team bets are laying the smack down. You know, we fish a lot, and to relate this in fishing is they're schooling around us. I mean, they're jumping everywhere.
Oh! Number 11. That's 21 total. We got 9 more. I don't know where they are, but they're nowhere close to us, I don't think. But it's been a fun day. I mean, we've had dove flying around every direction, had no idea. This has been an awesome hunt. It has been a great hunt, and I tell you what, we've had fun together. You know, it's fun to get out with your buddies and dove hunt. It's one of my favorite ways to hunt. And then you throw a little competition on the side of it and get to kind of figure out how to kill birds better than 2 rookies that hadn't done this a whole lot. That's been a great challenge. You know, I can tell you one thing, we had a great hunt. That was a lot of fun.
Somebody got a limit. 15 and 15 equals 30 where I come from.
That's 30 birds. And
even in Oklahoma. Even in Oklahoma.
After a fun morning in the field, it was a clear win 30-10 for Clark and Jeff. Thanks for watching. Remember to find us online at fishandhuntingtexas.com, where you can watch full episodes of our shows and find out Clark's tips and thoughts on today's show by reading his blog. There's also a link to our Facebook page, where you'll be up to date on where Clark is and what he's up to out in the Texas outdoors. See you next week.